came out called Gold-CYBER of Light. This deck is actually a reimagining of all of the cards that Yugioh played in his final rules, put into a single archetype. So Dark Magician, so with this,
are you serious right now, bro?
all of the cards that you should play is that you can one archetypes, so archetypes, one archetype, and put it all in one deck. So I think this is actually the perfect deck you could give a modern day Yugioh. An argument could be made for the Dark Side Dimensions deck he played, which was kind of like a hybrid between his and the Pharaoh's deck, but
I like.
you could say
Probably need a tune.
that you used against the Pharaoh, specifically made to beat the Pharaoh, and the deck that you used against Kyber, Dark Side Dimensions, was like the perfect deck. Kyber. Because obviously the Gold Sarcophagus the nine coming back from the grave, this is about like a 10 going to the afterlife. And with the Kyber one, the same kind of thing happens. He gives Monster Reborn to Kyber, I think he was, or something like that, and it's the symbolism of denying the Pharaoh from coming back to the grave, or accepting that he's in the grave now, the afterlife. So I forget, I'd have to go back and watch one of my videos, but yeah, that makes sense to me. Despite that, I think the Gold Sarcophagus archetype that's just my choice. Yummy Yugioh, aka Pharaoh Attack. Now this one is a tough one because the most modern version of a deck we get is the hologram version of him in Dark Side Dimensions. However, that's not really him. Even Kyber himself says this just isn't quite right. And we don't see much of his deck to determine what a modern day Yugioh would play. So we're gonna have to speculate, and I would say Yugioh would play a full Dark Magician deck. So if you have to play things like Oracle Mahab, we actually do see him play in the movie. Oh, there's a bunch of other extra monsters he can play, different spells and traps. I'm thinking of things like a Eternal Soul, places the Magician Duel card maybe, if he wants to, but we've got a lot of options with the Spellcaster and Magician cards we can use in this deck. I'll be honest, it's a little bit of a shame, there's a lot of stuff we're missing out in terms of iconic cards. Like we have monsters, you know, like the Cell King.
Nah, you're joking, so you can send to my field now.
They're kind of doing their own thing to come into the deck. We've got Knights of Face, that seems like such a shame not to be in the deck, but they also do their own thing now, so I don't know if we can smash them together with Dark Magicians. And of course, I guess it's been Case Market now, so I don't know if Beast, that seems like such a shame not to be in the deck, but they also do their own thing now, so I don't know if we can smash the Magicians out in terms of iconic cards for Yugioh. Like, we have the illusion monsters, you know, like the Cell King, and they have modern versions of them now. They're kind of doing their own thing. Can't be in the deck. The Knights of Face, that seems like such a shame not to be in the deck, but they also do their own thing now, so I don't know if we can smash them together with Dark Magicians. But of course, I guess you can make Case Market those cards, or even an Egyptian God deck version. However, I think a pure Egyptian God deck nowadays kind of hard. Maybe if they get more support in the future and like all three of them together. But I think a Dark Magician deck makes sense for a modern day Yugioh. You could maybe put in one Karibo monster. Shit, there's no like Dark Magician Karibo monster. Maybe it's like maybe. I didn't think about the Blacksmith Soldier archetype of the guy that fits my stuff. There's things. Yeah, there's so much that you deck to expand off into. Yeah, modern day you could have to just focus on one. And I think it's going to be the Dark Magician deck. Perhaps in the future we might get the archetypal retrain of all these iconic monsters thrown into one, to have one still has with this series of cards until the day comes. Dark Magician deck. Seto Kyber. This one is the easiest one. Dark Side Dimensions, Kyber play, he plays a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. What would Kyber play in more modern times? He'd play a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. There's no way he plays anything other than that. You can make your jokes about him playing something like Dragon Maid or something if he had to. That's kind of funny. But with the amount of Blue Eyes White Dragon support there is, I know it's not the most...
Over. It's over. The amount of light. Someone one more, I dare you watch what happens.
But you also have cards like Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, Rise of Genesis Dragon, Spirit Dragon for a synchro monster. If you really want to, I don't think it's the best card, but maybe with Rise of Blue, you want to get back to Sarah angle in for a Monday Kyber deck. What is a shame to lose with Kyber is, I guess the virus card is quite heavily tied to him. He played that in his Spirit of Light deck, even though he broke the virus card, but you can't really mix the virus cards with the Blue-Eyes White Dragon, because Blue-Eyes White Dragons are white dragons, and the virus cards require a dark monster. So I don't think you can make that work unless they make like a Blue-Eyes White Dragon specific virus card. However, I can add maybe break the hole. You never know. Like that.
Hi.
Yeah. And I guess they got that card now, it's like a trap card, like the Eternal Soul, except it's for Blue-Eyes White Dragon. So yeah, there's options, there's lots of support to do with the Blue-Eyes White Dragon deck nowadays, so time to play Blue-Eyes. Joey Wheeler. This is one of the inspirations of this video, along with the Yugioh card that came out. I think a modern day Joey Wheeler would not play a Red-Eyed Black Dragon deck, because I don't think Red-Eyed Black Dragon archetypal decks know what they want to be just yet. I feel like they're still trying to figure out what they want to do. I made a case for this before in the Flame Sword video. Spoiler, I think Joey should play a Flame Sword deck. They just have brand new support, and they're really, really cool. I really like them. And because of Joey's adoration for them, because he likes the monster, he says it can be one of his monsters, or what monster represents it. He says it looks like it. It's different in the manga. I don't think he really cares that much for it, but in the anime, it's a big deal. So I think it's kind of a play this warrior deck based on like a fiery passion that you can go headstrong into attack. Plus the monster can get up to like 70,000 attack points to like 1,000 damage in a single blow. And he really like focuses his deck on one thing, warriors. I mean, it's a shame to lose things like Gidry, the Iron Knight, Time Wizard. It's a shame they got their own thing, 1,000 dragons, along with that as well. But I mean, if you wanted to, I would say a modern day Joey could play some like gamble support cards if you wanted to. I'd like to think he grows past the gamble card just a little bit. There's no problem having a little bit of motivation in the deck, but I think to be a better duelist, you need to sort of wind them down a little bit. This one's quite easy. We play the modern day dice deck. There's a brand new card, they've actually given it a support now, which is the card you use from your Dungeon Dice. He's got the Dungeon Dice field spell. He's also got Wargoth the Relentless, that's one of his boss monsters, which relies on dice roll, obviously. He's also got cards like Summon Dice, Dimension Dice, and you can play Swift. I don't know how that works in the deck, but yeah, he just plays a Dungeon Dice deck, basically, for all the dice-based cards. This feels like the true one-based deck at a lower number. Yeah, so that's what he plays on today. My Valentine. Now, obviously, she played a Harpy deck, and then she throws some Amazon S cards in there as well. We're going to whip this card because there's another duo in a later series that play a proper Amazon S deck. And I feel like mine's always been tied to Harpy Mavis, hasn't she? So
let me slide. Please, let me slide.
And let's go. That's a really good Harpy Mavis card. It's not obviously the most necessary. Like her new boss monster is like Cyber/Harpy. Hopefully we get some more Harpy boss monsters we can go into because we've only really got that, and she's got that one Exceed monster for her Harpy's pet dragon. That's probably the best card in the Harpy.
This game. Absolutely. Good game. No, I'm 4-3.
It shuts up everything that they do after that card is played, which is really, really broken. And I think if a modern day Mai is playing that, whoa, pretty strong. And yeah, that's what I think Mai would play, just a modern day Harpy deck. Quite easy. Bakura. Now, Bakura's is a little bit of a tough one because he played a few different decks around the series. However, I think he would play the Dark Spirit cards, which are
Give it to the boys.
The cards that he played throughout the Battle City, and we're going to pair that up with the Destiny Board cards. And the Destiny Board is have new support as well. So I feel like these two things together, you can make a deck. Got Dark technically a new version in it as well. So the Dark Spring cards, the new deck, the new blue card, and that deck from here. I feel like there is a deck that you can play with that as well. I think that makes sense for Cora. Dark Spring is definitely your deck. He's got our first alternative configuration deck. I quite like it. Grandpa Muto, obviously he played a deck, but literally, as of the time I'm making this video, brand new Exodia supports come out, a brand new Exodia fusion monster. I don't know what the name of this archetypal thing is called, but like,
no.
These cards, a card called Millennium Cross. So I'm going to call it the Millennium archetype for now, but it's got loads of like retrained old source cards, which I guess you can say that are like things like Millennium Shield and everything. So with this new deck, I think it would be kind of interesting to see a modern day grandpa taking his Exodia and dueling. That's kind of cool. What we just covered was all of the main cast. However, you'll notice there's 3 characters that don't have any decks that have been modernized. These characters are Kay Gardner, Tristan Taylor, and Serenity Wheeler. These 3 obviously dueled elite throughout the series, but none of them have ever had cards that they spun up into a modern day deck. This might be a popularity thing. What can we do with them? How can we give them a modern day deck? Well, Serenity Wheeler played Sid Joan as her kind of ultimate monster, so she would need like a Sid Joan themed deck. She also plays that witch monster that can split itself from a fusion monster, so she'd play a fusion-based deck, I guess. With Tristan, we have the Cyber Commander. That means, I guess, that all the strength is all the cards. Don't be bothered with that. I don't really know what a modern version of that would be. Machine, soldier, machine, a mock machine, soldier archetype, or deck to play. With Kaya, she played a fairy deck to start with, and then she played a spellcaster deck during Virtual Duel-CYBER. So I feel like her identity as a duelist hasn't really been found very well. Like, you could say things like Dark Magician Girl is an iconic card of Bird, but the only reason she did that, played that card, was because she had a vision of Yugi telling her to play that card so that she could contact Yugi and do that thing. So I don't think she would play a modern Dark Magician Girl deck. You could go that angle if you wanted to. Maybe she did. So you could put Dark Magician Girl deck for Tia, or you could put something like Counter Fairies. I feel like she needs her own archetype, but what should they actually have? No idea. Let's move on next into the coolest kingdom characters. We have Evil and a modern deck. I guess you'd be able to link you playing copies of Maxi and it's an insect monster, it's okay. He would play like modern versions of his ultimate Greek insect card. Cocoon of Ultra Evolution is something to play, and Metamorphosized Insect Queen, I think it's called. Just get all the modern insect monsters and put them all into one deck. Basically make yourself a Weevil deck. And I guess you put in Parasite if you really wanted to keep that Weevil is a very iconic card with him. Yeah, but he's had a modern retrains of some of his monsters, so I just a modern insect deck. Very possible. Rex Raptor. Rex is a tougher one. Is there actually a Rex Raptor archetype that exists? I don't think there is, so I guess we can just give him like a dinosaur themed deck. The only card we're not allowed to give him is Ultimate Conducted Tyranno, because the character is Yugioh Jet called Tyranno Alpha 3, and that is a lot of retrains of the only card, so I don't think we can give him that. I think one of the archetypes is called Transcendent. So I think the Transcendent deck might be a perfect fit for him. However, you could pick something like Pulsar if you wanted to, or maybe something like Dinomorphia if you think Dinomorphia deck was big. Very control heavy, so I don't think that much.
Already? That's crazy. I'm about to lose 4,500 life points. Okay.
All of the modern retrains of all of Mako's iconic cards, and basically you get a card from the build for the carry you ship, and it makes it so you can only have one non-war water monster on the field or something like that, or you just have
So now I can't use power bond.
It's a lucky card, it's insane, and then it's backed up by some stealth attack, which is insane. You've got the field spell, Legendary Ocean, there's just so much stuff. And Electric Jellyfish is a really good card, especially the game gets stronger every time it turns. There's loads of like water card, base card, playing deck, so yeah, make us strong, it's a good monster deck. Paradox Brothers. This is an easy one. Gate Guardians have had full brand new support cards and everything, and you get to play the old school Gate Guardian card in there. I played it for a month and I really enjoyed it. They've got some really good boss monsters, modern day Gate Guardians. If you have the 3 original Gate Guardians in your hand, on the field, or in the grave, you can banish all 3 of them to the ultimate form, Gate Guardians combined, which lets you negate anything that targets 3 times a turn. And if that card is removed from the field, the lesser version itself. Lesser version itself is Guardian. There's 3 different 2 materials, each with some effect. One really, really good, lets you negate spell, contract twice per turn, very strong. This one lets you negate attack event 0, very good.
Haha, we did it, boys.
Anything else? It's not the best one.
Bang.
Plus you've got the field spell, which is a reference to the Labyrinth card there, with the Shadow Wheel in there. It's great, I like this one, yeah. Paradox Brothers, modern day, Gate Guardian deck. Very cool. Maximilian Pegasus. Pegasus is not tough to pick a deck for, but what do you do with Pegasus? Because he has
Yeah, disconnect.
a deck,
Disconnect.
a relinquished deck in his old school deck, and both these things have their own archetypes.
I need to somehow... I need to get my Cyber End Dragon.
I guess you
With power bond.
merge the two together. I actually have no idea if that would work.
Yes! Oh, let's go.
Mental state is like at the time. If he is Millennium Eyeless and he just wants to have fun and do things, play a Toon deck. And he can play the brand new Toon cards that exist, the better field
That was
cards
clutch.
Kingdom, along with some of the better
That was
Toon
genuinely
monsters,
clutch.
And there's also Toon support cards there and everything. Monsters. But if you want to go to the eyes restricted card, then that is viable. We've now got the bigger, better versions of the relinquished 1000 eyes restricted. We've got Anima, which is like a linked version of relinquished, and also a card's just come out, which is the Millennium Eye, which allows you to take control of a monster or something like that. So yeah, I guess whichever one really. I'm gonna say Toons for now, but if you can mix the 2 together, I think a deck would be perfect. But I'm gonna say Toons. Now, unfortunately, yet again, there are 3 characters from Duel-CYBER
So I have
that
advantage.
don't really have modern versions of the deck that I would like to see. These are Bones, Bandit, and what can these guys play in a modern day deck? For Bones, I think a full Pumpkin King of Ghosts deck. You only have like
That's not a bad hand at all.
1 blue monster in the archetype or something like that, so we've got to do something with that where you get the 1 on the field and like its roots go into the other monster in the field to give them attack boosts, maybe effects, they sort of like chop each other or something. That's probably the best you can get Bones. You can let me know the Bandit he has no real modern day deck. I mean obviously like Barrel Dragon and there's now Desperado Dragon and everything. Modern Barrel Dragon card, no like full deck of it. So you kind of need like an archetype to get the Bandit you can even reference his American heritage, if you will. Obviously, probably he's themed around because that's kind of like his whole thing. So if you want to make like a full heavy metal machine deck or something like that. Plus there's the slot machine cards that we never see more of as well, so I feel like you can make a really good modern day retreat of some of Panic cards. And for Panic, I've talked about this a few times on the stream, I think we need to make Castle of Dark Illusions like a field spell or something, and then you just start retraining some of his other monsters into a full archetype. You could probably pick a modern day or dark Panic deck, like Dark or something. Moving next to the Battle City characters, Esper Rover. For Esper, it's quite easy. You can give him a Jinzo deck, but it's had some modern cards put in. This is actually quite a weak deck because trap heavy decks aren't as prevalent anymore. Obviously, if you play against a trap heavy deck, you could do well, but it's not great still, but a Jinzo deck makes sense for him. And he gets boss monsters like Jinzo Lord, Jinzo Layered, which ironically still aren't as good as just the original Jinzo, just shutting off all traps anyway. But you get to play some of the EZ-SparkYt cards in this one. So he's got like Lore of the Cosmos. An iconic card for him is Mind Control, so he gets to keep Mind Control in his deck and everything. So yeah, EZ-SparkYt, nice modern Jinzo deck. Arcanus. Arcanus is a funny one because
Another Cyber Dragon? I did not see that one coming. Boom. That's a Cyber Dragon deck. Hold up, Cyber Dragon v Cyber Dragon. Who's the better Cyber Dragon? No, don't just go. What the hell?
All these spells and traps are all things like it's not really magic, it's smoke and mirrors or something. And then you can implement those like small ways.
First card recalled by the grave.
Yeah, Arcana needs an update. You just give him an update Dark Magician deck, but it doesn't really fit him, even though he's a Dark Magician. So you can do something with that. Ishizu Ishtar. She would play a exchange of spirit archetype deck.
Actually, I never drove my Galaxy Soldier. Does he know what archetype? Yeah, he does. So I activated my Cyber Emergency.
We could make a modern day version of that.
Got a better deck. I think this is the sample one. Yeah, it is the free one. Okay. I should have got a machine duplication.
But she could mix that deck with something like some Egyptian themed cards. Yeah,
I'll say Xyz, isn't it? Oh no, it's a Link summon. Forgot about Link summoning.
That trap card that actually has Odeon. Odeon doesn't really have a modern day version of his deck that he plays. Iconic cards for Odeon are the
I don't have a Link.
Trap Monster, as well as the Temple of the King.
You might lose a decent few life points here.
That card and that Circuit Monster.
Wait, no!
So
He can't destroy it!
Modern updates on all those cards. I think there's one Apophis Trap.
Nah, but here comes the Xyz
Upgraded form we have now, but everything else, you just give him like a trap hell deck, where his deck is just full of trap cards, just a really fun play. He gets that like 1 or 2 Circuit.
Yep.
Maybe the new monsters of Circuit could have like some benefits where the amount of trap cards in the graveyard gives it a bunch of beneficial effects or something like that. Odeon needs new support. Marek Ishtar. I think Marek would play a great Eva deck. Now that isn't something that he played in the series, but I feel like thematically it's a really fitting deck for a modern day Marek to play. If you wanted to give him a deck based on what he played in the series, then you give him a slime deck. I still stick to my guns where I said in one of my dual analysis videos where Revival Jam is kind of like his ace monster because he just does so much. He plays all like the slime boss monsters like Egyptian God Slime and everything. A slime deck. And then if you're playing the slime deck, you can actually sort of play the Winged Dragon Draw with
No! Masamaki! Alright. Huh? Samaki, like I'm in the game. This is it. نسيتك والله. يا ما أعرف. يا ماما, I'm in the middle of something.